Hey guys, DB Rye here, and today back with some skate trick tips, showing you guys a beginner trick, starting with your basic yo-yo hop to the other three variations that I know of, and hopefully two more variations that I actually came up with on my own, not watching any other tutorials or anything. So as far as I know, I might have created sort of my own trick, but basically going from a regular yo-yo hop to what I call a Yo-Yo Air Walk. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar what an air walk is, I'll get into that later. But first, let's get into learning these other three variations of the yo-yo hop. And this is perfect for you guys beginning, you know, maybe you picked up your board, you know, only the other day and you're only starting to get comfortable now. You've experimented with some easy beginner footworking, freestyle tricks, things like that. And maybe you're working on your ollies. This is a little something you can start working on while you're developing your ollies or any other trick you're developing. Alright, so this is variation 1, pretty easy. First, the yo-yo hop, you have both your feet pinning the board to the ground. Both your hands is the front of the wheel, legs are bent. And I'm actually trying to keep myself relatively centered, because if I'm leaning forward like this and I land, I'm going to fall forward, possibly seriously hurt myself. So it's important you try and keep yourself sort of centered, or as centered as you can. When you're gripping the board, it's important to keep that tension, otherwise the board's not going to come up with you when we do the jump. Basically, as we jump, we want to try land back exactly in this position. Right. It's pretty easy. One thing I really like about this trick too, if you can't do truck stand pogos yet, you just do this. Pogo like that. So, get to practicing. That's variation 1. Variation 2 is, well, you got both your feet once again pinching the tail to the ground. This time you're on your side. Your hand grips the top tip of the nose of your board like this. Then your legs down, and basically, as you jump and pull the board up with you, you're going to try slide so you're in the riding position, or preferably on the bolts of your trucks when you land. Either way, I'm happy with. I'm not that picky when it comes to people learning tricks and me myself learning them. Alright, here goes. Basically like that, but you stick the landing. As you can see from that, I don't always land these. Go again. And good point, what can go wrong? If you're too crouched like this, and your feet's like that, your board's going to run away from you. So be warned of that when you try this. There we go. That's it. Now the third variation is pretty much the exact same thing, except one leg up like this. That's stuffed up, but don't worry too much if you end up in tail stall too much. Things like that happen. I'll try again though. It's not a perfect one. Let's bend. Again, I'm trying to keep myself straight. If I'm too far forward, I'm going to fall forward. And if I'm too this way, the ball's going to roll out from under me. If I'm too far back, same thing but the other way. get the idea. And practice on those. Alright, so this new variation that I came up with yesterday. Now the idea is you start with yo-yo hop position 1, but you want to land in your riding position, like in variation 2 and 3. So basically, hold a second, make sure the camera's still running. Perfect. I'm going to be mad if we can't see these tricks. Alright, so basically, you do this, and you jump just like in the first variation, but you want to take your backhand off, rotate, basically land in your riding position. And, yep. Good luck, guys. Basically like that, but you don't want your foot touching the ground like this, like I was just doing. But perfectly fine when you're just learning. Feel free to practice these on grass or carpet or anywhere else where you feel safe, and just practice get used to this. I've only been trying this out since yesterday. I had a pretty nasty tumble doing this, so again, if your leg's too far forward when you're landing, the board's going to roll out on you. So I do recommend getting yourself padded up if that makes you feel safe. Right in. That's it, except I didn't straighten up in the end. Just like that. Hey guys, Jimmy right here. We've now come to the final variation of this trick, and this is what I hope will be known as the Yo-Yo Air Walk. Now, I don't even know if this trick already exists, where other skaters will play around with it. I personally haven't seen any other skater doing this, and I think it's a good workaround if you can't yet do your regular airwalks, and it makes yo-yo hops a bit more fun. Alright, now, I actually did record a previous version of this video, but it turns out I was still doing things wrong, so I think I've now worked out how to make the yo-yo airwalk possible. Now, you'll remember from the first variation of yo-yo hop, you go into this. Yeah? Well, you want to do something similar, but instead of both hands, this is what I was doing wrong, you want one hand, and you want your front hand, which is my left hand because I'm regular, on the nose. The other hand is going to be like your straight up point. So when you jump, I'm going to try straighten up, and that's hopefully going to give me the balance and timing enough to kick my foot out like this while I'm up in midair to get the air walk in. So it's very similar to variation 4 of the yo-yo hop I was doing, but just I guess a couple of things have been taken out and switched around. Anyway, let's see how this goes. This will be interesting. I did successfully on the grass before. So, hand in the middle of the tip, both feet pinning the board, both feet pinning the board by doing the regular yo-yo hop. So So, as I height, as I jump up in midair and get the height, I want to straighten up, just begin to pull the board in like this, straighten up, then come back down on my board if I can. So, here we go. Dear Mr. Skate God Aaron Cairo, not let me fall too bad. Alright. If I nail this first try, I'm getting myself a jumbo juice. Right. Here we go. Okay, everything was done right and landing was perfect. I just didn't do the kick. I forgot to do the kick. It's alright. That's okay. We'll call that one a warm-up. Let's do a first try, so no jumbo juice. Alright. Okay, I've got a feel for it now. Let's try it again. That was close. Unfortunately, when I landed, I sort of kicked the board out. Alright. So, just got to try to be wary of that. But you see what it is I'm trying to go for. That felt close. I think I got my foot out a little bit. Not too high, so it might be something I might need to progress with. Maybe I can get my foot out a little bit and then just try to get further and further. So, okay, let's keep going. Yes! That was it. Got the kick out. I landed, mind you, for a second, but I'm not that picky when it comes to landing. To me, both my feet made contact with the board for about a second. To me, that's a land. Don't care what anyone says. Alright, 2 to make that true.